Before a judge will make a decision at the end of a court case or at sentencing, they will give a defendant an opportunity to say any final words. I advise clients to say how sorry they are, though many will refuse to say sorry because saying sorry sometimes is harder than admitting guilt. Alex Murdaugh took over 40 minutes to say sorry to all his victims after they gave very powerful victim impact statements at his sentencing hearing. Hi, I'm Karen Cole from Legal Minded Friends, and we're going to discuss Alex Murdaugh's sentencing hearing for the financial crimes against him. I was moved by the courage it took the victims to speak up about the trust they had in Alex Murdaugh, and even though he betrayed them, they spoke of forgiveness. Let's hear a part of Judge Clifford Newman's comments.
I've sent people into retirement for committing of criminal offenses over and over and over again, but I've never thought of it as being a white-collar offense. Having had employees do embezzlement, church secretaries stole money, preachers stolen money, many offenses, but I never draw a distinction between a violent crime and other crimes.
Now, I've played that clip for you because I think it's important that Judge Newman is assuring the victims that he understands that white-collar crimes have an impact on them that can be long-lasting, especially if the fraud was carried out by someone they knew and trusted. He also goes on to discuss knowing or thought he knew the character of Alex Murdaugh, but he himself would have never thought that Murdaugh was capable of such crimes. If you remember, Alex Murdaugh was a solicitor in high standing prior to being exposed of his financial crimes. I have done a video on bringing character evidence and the risks it opens up defendants to, so check that out. Now let's listen to Judge Newman accept the plea that the parties agreed to for sentencing.
Certainly the law makes a distinction, and many violent crimes are non-parole offenses. The plea I'm accepting with you, you must serve 85% of the time. The parties have indicated that they are the victims, to the extent that they can be called victims there. That's my preferred term for the group of people who have been preyed upon or victimized. They've all indicated that they would like for the court to accept the negotiated sentence. It is a stern sentence.
I've also done a video on the importance of sentencing an offender for additional crimes even though they have been sentenced to life in prison. At this sentencing hearing, Judge Newman, in my view, balanced the scales of justice and accepted the victims' need to put an end to the financial crimes they suffered at the hands of Alex Murdaugh. Let's hear the attorneys address the sentencing agreement.
He's got all those sentences concurrent for 20, yes. And then there's one 7-year consecutive sentence. So he's got a 27-year sentence, 85% parole
yes.
eligible. I mean, maxed out.
Yes.
Right.
And it's reflected on the sentencing sheet.
Yes, sir.
Any comment about that, Mr. Waters or Mr.?
That is correct, Your Honor. There's 20 years at 85% and then a 7 at 85%. And again, those are no parole offenses, meaning got to do 85%.
Right.
Or more, depending on how he behaves.
Right. And that's the sentence of the court. Mr. Murdaugh, any final comments?
No, sir. I will just reiterate what I did say to all of you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right.
Judge Newman said he would be retiring from the bench, and he will turn the page and leave behind this case, as there will be a new judge assigned to the case regarding the accusations of the clerk of court. Becky Hill is accused of tainting justice by influencing the jury in the Alex Murdaugh trial, where he was found guilty of murdering his wife and son, an offense Alex Murdaugh says he is innocent of, and he is looking to be granted a new trial because of these allegations of jury tampering by the clerk of court. These allegations, I am sure, are disappointing for Judge Newman to have his clerk of court be accused of such, tampering with the jury. However, Murdaugh's legal team wanted Judge Newman to be removed as the trial judge and went to the Supreme Court, as normally the trial judge would be the judge to decide if there was jury tampering, but as he could be a possible witness to these allegations of jury tampering by the clerk of court, he agreed to step aside. Murdaugh's team were clear that it was nothing against Judge Newman, and Judge Newman remained on the financial crimes that we just heard the sentencing for. I want to leave you with this short clip of Murdaugh's lawyers leaving the court, and I want to see if you agree with me that the exchange they had with Judge Newman at the end of this sentencing hearing, if Judge Newman won't go down in history as one of the most beloved judges ever.
Good luck to
Thank you,
you.
Your Honor, and enjoy being with you.
Yes, sir. Very well. Enjoyed being with you as well.
You're not on the road.
All right.
Thank you, Judge.
Very good. Thank you all for a job well done.
Well, I hope you love Judge Newman as much as I do. I'm so impressed with Judge Newman's integrity to say he enjoyed being with them after he had heard Alex say that he was sorry probably over 50 times or more. Then at the end of handing down the sentence, he again gave Alex Murdaugh a final opportunity to comment. This is when Alex should have said, "I know I said it before, but I want to say it again. I'm sorry for my crimes." But instead, he couldn't say it. He only turned to his victims and said he wanted to reiterate what he'd already said. He couldn't even say the words, "I'm sorry," one more time. As a true sorry statement is one that shows vulnerability. And I found an article from Harvard Health, which has 4 points when making a genuine apology. Now, they do go into more detail, which I'll tell you about in a second. So, 1 point is acknowledge the offense, take responsibility for the offense, whether it is a physical or psychological harm, and confirm that your behavior was not acceptable. 2, explain what happened. 3, express remorse. 4, offer to make amends. Alex Murdaugh, during his, 45 minute, I think it was 45 minutes, sorry speech to his victims, he hit all these Harvard points. If you read the detail, it was like it was straight out of the Harvard's apology playbook, so much so that I've left you a link so that you can see the detail for yourself. I've left you also a link to the sentencing hearing and the article titled "The Art of a Heartfelt Apology," so that you can do some comparisons yourself. It bothered me when the judge gave Alex one more final opportunity, but he couldn't just say something like, "I've said it many times, but I want to say it again. I'm sorry, because I can't say it enough. I know what I did was wrong." In court, an apology should show remorse. And that's, if you take away anything from today's video, that's what you should take away. And I hope you found this interesting. What's your thoughts? Information is power. I love to read your comments, so please leave a comment, like, and share, as you never know who you will help. By leaving a comment, you may help someone else that will read your comment. And of course, I love to read all comments as they are valued, and together we can be more informed. And this information may help you or someone you know. On this channel, you'll find a variety of playlists to suit every curiosity about the justice system. So please like this video if you like this kind of content. Hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you want to be notified when I'm going live or upload another video. I'm Karen Cole from Legal Minded Friends. Information is power, meaning if you know something, you can make decisions that are right for you.